What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time I'm back for a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 6. I will have the episode in the description. Alright, let's get off into it. Okay, so we pick up right where we left off with the whole thing with Contessa and Simone, and pretty much Simone was like, well, Contessa, I want to welcome you back into the group. And then Contessa was like, oh, that's cool. You know, I was out for surgery. And then Simone was just like, dang, why do you have to keep bringing up the surgery? And I see this two ways. I see what Simone is saying. Contessa, this whole fucking trip has been bringing up the motherfucking fact that she had surgery. Everybody is aware of that. Contessa, I realize, you guys, is a victim. Some of us have certain personalities, and Contessa's, part of her personality is being a victim. You could tell with the whole situation with Toya that Toya had accidentally hit her, saw a cockroach, threw up her hands. Contessa took that personally, and everybody was like, was she just mad at Toya? I don't give a fuck. If you are that type of person where somebody can't make a mistake without you overreacting and making it more than what it is, you's a victim, my nigga. Contessa is a fucking victim. She's a crybaby ass victim. I come from the Navy. Oh, I'm Miss Strong Woman. And yes, she is. There are things I like about Contessa. But that victim shit that she does, I don't care for that. And you need to, the same way you try to get these ladies together, Contessa, you need to get them badass kids together. Because you don't say shit to them. And you are one of them parents that feel like just because they are kids, they could just run all over, run amok. No, establish some motherfucking order within your household. So her and Simone yelling back and forth. Simone told the girl, fuck you. Contessa is crying, getting all in her damn feelings. Saying, well, I'm not a victim. Yes, you are. That is a personality trait. Mariah has the same trait. I will be getting into her ass in a little bit. But yeah, that's a personality trait. Quad, another one, can be a victim. Victim. Oh, what somebody did to me. I can never own what I did. And I know some of you all are going to say, well, yeah, she has been gone for certain. Yes, she has. Yes, she has, but people don't want to keep hearing that shit every 5 minutes. So anyways, Scott, Contessa's husband, jumps in because Simone had walked off and Cecil was comforting her, telling her to calm down. And I feel so bad for the men because the men heard all that yelling. Cecil was like, oh shit, it's Simone yelling, I feel so bad with them because it seemed like they make up, then they fucking wives get back into it. Now the men may get into it, it's crazy. So yeah, Simone is, getting comforted by Cecil. And here come fucking Contessa's husband. Oh, bitch off the block. Oh, well, she was gone for surgery. She would stay your motherfucking ass in your place. And all the men is looking at him in disgust. And Eugene had to pull his ass to the side like, dude, when it comes to the women shit, you are not to be in it. That's how women are. They're not like us where they let go of things. They let it out. They got to air it out. They will cuss and scream. That's just what women do, which is very true. Women are very different from men. So I love Eugene schooling him on that. But Scott, you need to sit your ass down. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, he's defending his wife. There's a fine line with defending your wife and she's having an argument with another woman. You let them two women duke it out. You stay your ass on the side, Scott. And you another one. You need to check the motherfucking kids. You got all this fucking mouth and backbone. Where is it when it comes to your fucking children? I'll wait. Anyways, So that's what happened with that. Simone and Contessa ended up making up, and Simone was just like, I'm sorry, I apologize for the way I came at you. They end up working it out. Simone is just a yeller, honey. Even Heavenly called her out. She said, what is up with Simone yelling on all these damn boats we own all the time? That fucking Simone, that's a loud ass bitch. I would hate to get into it with her. I may have to slap her ass because she is loud. Okay, next we got Lakeisha's apology to Daddy, Damon, Heavenly's husband. It was some bullshit. Because you was, I come with receipts and invoices. I got this, I got that. Well, Damon, I'm not trying to tear no families down. That's not what I do. That is what you do, bitch. You was on live recently copying his voice, making fun of Damon's voice. You are a fake ass bitch, Lakeisha, and I don't accept your apology, and I don't think you meant it. Damon is a better man than me. He accepted your apology because he's a gentleman, and that's what gentlemen do. He accepted it though. I wouldn't have. You don't mean that shit. You meant what the fuck you said the first time around. You wanted to tear this woman's marriage down because she says what? Yo mama? What the fuck is that? You apologized and humbled yourself because you knew you didn't have shit on him. And I believe Daddy told Aiden that he didn't cheat on Heavenly. So y'all didn't really have no real receipts, or you wouldn't have humbled yourself. Then her punk ass go say in her confessional, oh, well, whatever he do on the inside or outside of his house, still implying that he may have cheated. That ain't got nothing to do with me. No, it don't, bitch. With your lying ass. That bitch always lying. Did y'all pay attention to how Simone was looking at Damon? I think Simone really likes Damon. She loves hearing him speak. She was listening to him. I ain't never seen her look at Cecil like that. She was looking at him like with all this respect. Oh, that was another thing Mariah claimed she had for Daddy. Oh, I got all this respect for you, brother. Girl, shut your ass up. Anyways, they end up squashing that. They all end up dancing and shit. Daddy gets on the floor. He's doing this little dance he did. Honey, I choked on my damn drink. Funny as shit. Daddy, I love how you dance. You funny as shit. You and Aiden, I need to see y'all in the dance contest. Well, that Aiden, he danced like he drunk, child. Then we got Toya. Toya looked really cute in her outfit. I told y'all I don't really like Heavenly's part of the outfit. It just looked too grandmothery. It was something for Toya. Toya has that more fun, youthful personality. So I felt like the outfit did her more justice than Heavenly. But they end up, bouncing their ass all on each other. Heavenly was moving. I think Toya got too much ass for Heavenly, honey. Okay, so next they all have dinner. After dinner, they head to the beach where there are some chairs where they are all gonna sit, and Heavenly had disappeared from the table. Toya lets them know that Heavenly is going to be doing the couples counseling again. Everybody was scared. I myself was worried about this because I was like, ooh, Heavenly, we know you don't play, sis. I don't know. I don't know if they in the mood for part 2 of this shit, but Toya wanted her to redeem herself. And I like how Heavenly did it. I really do. Heavenly started out by saying, where I made my biggest mistake, my husband told me, is last time when I did this, I didn't share anything about my marriage with you all. And I had you all answer questions about your marriage. And I shouldn't have never did that if I was going to be unwilling to participate as well. And I agree. Okay, so this time around, Heavenly is going to allow the girls to ask her any type of questions she wants to ask her about her marriage. So Jackie goes first and pretty much asks Heavenly, when you submit to your husband, is it true submission, or do you make him just feel that you are submitting? Heavenly, of course, goes into this long spiel of how she respects and loves her husband, which we all know. I can tell how Heavenly looks at her husband differently from how the other wives feel about their husbands. Like, y'all should see Heavenly when Toya is telling Eugene to put a biscuit in his mouth or to shut up. Heavenly looks at Toya with disgust, because I don't feel like Heavenly would ever do that in public with her man. They just have that type of relationship. And some people do. They just have a better relationship than other people. It's a more mature relationship. They're able to communicate and meet each other halfway. So, I don't know. I feel like when Heavenly submits to her man, just like she said, she ain't got no problem with doing it, because she just said that he does not lead with, y'all know how certain men like to lead with, oh, I'm the man, so you must bow down to me. You must give me my way. That old misogynistic ass bullshit. And Heavenly doesn't go through that with Damon. He doesn't seem like that type of guy. Where I do have questions for Damon is his whole thing of how a man can cheat, but it's different when a woman cheats. It's not different. Because if a woman cheats on her man, that man loves her, that man is going to be hurt. So both parties, man or woman, they're going to be hurt finding out that their spouse cheated on them. So that's about the only thing I don't agree with when it comes to Dr. Damon. So Contessa is next. She asks Heavenly, what is the top 3 things that has made Heavenly's marriage successful to Dr. Damon? Heavenly says it's respect and trust. I trust that man with my life. And the last thing, of course, is sex. Sex is very important for men, and in this bunch, Simone and Jackie, they don't really agree with that. And I don't feel, though, that a woman should have sex with her man all the time and she don't feel like it. I don't agree with that, but you do need to get it in more often than not, I would say. And not on so he don't cheat. It's just have sex. Just stop. Some people in their relationship, they get so fucking upset and shit, and they don't know how to let shit go. And then they go weeks, and you can't do that. You gonna have to, in relationships, you gonna have to learn to pick your battles, let shit go, and have sex. I think that's what Heavenly is saying. Okay, so the last question is from Quad. Quad asks, Heavenly, did you trap Daddy? Heavenly says, yes, I did. Then Daddy starts making all these faces. Heavenly reveals to us she was 5.5 months pregnant when she got married to Daddy. And then he pretty much gets on the mic and says, you know what, I need to make a correction. And Damon pretty much states that there is no way that you trapped me. He said, I knew from the start I wanted you to be my wife. I was done. I didn't want to be with nobody else. Honey, when I tell you I got to crying, y'all know your girl gangster. It ain't easy to make me cry, but I was crying. They showed pictures of them and the baby, from back in the day. Daddy looked really good back in the day, y'all. His little younger days, he handsome now, but shit, I was like, okay, Daddy. But he just, pretty much professes his love for her. All the ladies are feeling it. And Mariah was over there throwing little shade bombs. Look at how he looking. When he was looking at her crazy when she had said she trapped him. So. But Mariah, you didn't get what you want, sweetie. Daddy says that he was not trapped. That's where he wanted to be. And that's true with men. A man will stay where he wants to stay at, so ain't no damn. Some people do trap people, they may have a baby with somebody and then the person, they may feel like, oh, we should get married, but that shit don't never work no more. Ain't nobody staying with your ass if they don't love you. That's the moral of the fucking story. Okay, so next, all the doctors and all the wives and husbands of the doctors, honey, they get on their little bus and they're going to go out into the community and help people with blood pressure, pretty much going out into the community of Antigua and, talking to people about their health and those things of that nature. So they come across this lady in particular that Eugene is helping, and she has really high blood pressure. Turns out the lady had not been taking her medicine. Curtis and I think Quad, they assisted with that lady. I think she had to go back home. They assisted. No, it was some other lady that Curtis and Quad assisted with, but Eugene helped the lady with the high blood pressure. They then, and I really loved all of that because you could see Eugene's bedside manner, him as a doctor. Simone is one, you all, with what she does as a fucking doctor. Like, to me, she is just, out of all of them, her and Jackie, you could tell they are just one with what they do. They are so comfortable with it. They really love what they do. Simone, in my opinion, can be the most likable when she's dealing with a patient. You just really see her bedside manner come through. So they pretty much ended up helping that lady, though, that had the blood pressure issue. Eugene said he wanted her to take some pills, and then they took Eugene's blood pressure. His was at a good blood pressure rating, I guess you could say. So, I mean, it all worked out. It was a really nice scene. Okay, so next we have, I guess, is this going to be, I believe, like their last night there. Simone and Cecil are hosting. I was a little worried about that with them hosting. But they pull a Quad to the side because they, really want to talk to her about the whole situation with her and Dr. G. And Simone had basically stated, I wasn't really here for Quad a lot as far as the shit she was saying about her marriage. I felt like she could tell us more. But, now we're in a better place, and I want her to know I got her back, and I'm in full support of her getting a divorce. And she was just basically telling Quad that, just stay focused on the divorce, on the exit of the marriage. Because Quad got to saying, I do worry about how it's going to play out and all the stuff, all the shit I got to go through in the middle, And Simone was like, just focus on what you need to do, which is get the divorce, and you're going to exit, and it's going to be done. And I agree, And hopefully, do y'all want Quad to stay on the show? Should Quad be allowed to stay on the show, or do you feel like, I don't have an issue with her being on the show. I just want her to be a little bit more real and more open like the other ladies. And if she ain't gonna be open and real, then you need to go. It's that simple. But I don't want no more of this bullshit that she did this season of, and let me say this, let me be really clear. I want for Quad to share what she wants to share. But at the same time, she did a lot of victimizing with Dr. G. I never once heard her say what she did in this relationship. I was watching some old Married to Medicine, you all. You all that know me, I have not been watching this show since it came on. I didn't watch first and second season. I started watching this, fourth season, and then I had to go back. Whenever that man brought up a baby, she was just, no, why are we focused on that? And it's just like, damn, did you ever have any fucking intentions of having a baby with this man? I think this was season 2 I was watching. And that was season 2, so she didn't have and I wish she would just be real with that, and I would do a lot better with Quad. Okay, so for the last exercise, Simone and Cecil, they got these shells. They want everybody to put something negative into the shell, and they're going to throw them into the ocean when they are done. So Simone pretty much says she's going to let go of the fact that Cecil had this best friend, and pretty much he allowed her in certain places of his life that he shouldn't have, and Simone was very hurt and angry over that, and she wants to let that go because Cecil is the man that she loves. I am so happy to hear that they are working things out, but honey, there is some shit coming up within the season where Simone says to Cecil, you had dinner with another woman? I can't do this with you anymore. I can't wait to see what that's about, y'all. So next, Simone asks Heavenly to say something negative about her marriage, even though she knows her marriage is perfect. I didn't really like that because I feel like I agree with what Heavenly said. Everybody don't have certain problems in their marriage. I do feel from looking at Simone, and I know a lot of people will judge me on this, but there's something with Simone, where she's one-sided in her relationship with Cecil. Where it's always about what she wants. She never focused on her and what she brings to the relationship. All that yelling and bad energy, that will push a man away. And I feel like Heavenly has mastered not doing any of that bullshit that Simone and Jackie does. You know, so I didn't like when Heavenly said, well, I don't have nothing. Maybe him leaving the damn toilet seat up, or, you know, said something small like that. And Simone flipped out. No, that's petty. No, acting like another fucking Toya, telling somebody how they should feel and what they should think and what they should put in the shell. Like, Simone, you overreacted, sweetie. You overreacted, and let her say what the fuck she need to say. Everybody's shit ain't fucked up like yours, you know, and you had a part in yours. So Heavenly ends up saying that, you know what, I try to be too controlling with Damon. You know, trying to tell him what to do, what to watch. So I'm going to put that in the shell and put that out there. That was satisfactory for Simone, finally. Toya mentions how her attitude affects her relationship, because if she's sad and he comes in the house and he's neutral, then he ends up feeling sad. And, you know, the whole transference of energy, which is a big deal in relationships. I felt like that was a good one for Toya to put out there, because we all in relationships, we need to be responsible for the energy that we put out there and we give to our partner. Contessa brought up the fact that what she's putting into the shell is the fact that she be expecting her husband to be Mr. Perfect and be this romanticized version of what a husband is, and that's not realistic. I thought that was a really good one. I was like, damn, y'all doing really good, because she brought up the fact that sometimes in relationships we feel like just because something is perfect that is so wrong and there's something off, and that was a good point. See, moments like that make me start liking Contessa. But yeah, do I think her and her husband need to be on the show? No, they don't really bring too much to the group. So Lakeisha, Miss Mariah, honey, brings up the fact that she needs to stop projecting onto her husband, which is true, because you was almost the cause of him getting his ass beat by Damon. So yeah, you need to stop putting a battery in his motherfucking back, bitch. And I'm glad that you realized that. And then she went on to, well, I think he may have lost my Chanel shoes. And girl, bye. He got enough money to buy you some more, girl. Jackie says what she will be releasing into the shell is holding on to all the hurt and pain that, you know, her husband caused her and that she's caused him. That was a very good when we saw their relationship play out last year, where they went through, you know, a lot, and it's good to see them back in good standing. What I cannot wait for is for Dr. G, honey, next week's episode. He's going to be talking some shit about Quad, and honey, I am here for it. I want to see it. I like Dr. G, you guys. He's an asshole, and I don't think anybody should be married to him, but I do feel like he does bring a certain funny energy to the show. He's very funny. So they get to Quad, and she says, I need to release all the hurt and betrayal that I've been through with Dr. G, which is true. But at the same time, Quad, what I feel should be in that shell is you being more genuine and authentic. And stop being the victim. Yes, your husband was acting up, acting a fool, but I do not feel like his behavior was just out of nowhere. Because I think I was watching season 2, and that man asked you, and what is it now? What, season 6? This was season 2. That man asked you for a baby. When are y'all going to start working on your family? That man felt he was your husband. And I think you knew then that you didn't want any kids with him. And you pretty much led him on to believe that someday you will have children. And I just feel like that's wrong. I'm not at all saying, you guys, she should have children with him. What I'm saying is, you knew season 2, you wasn't having any children with that man. You never really spoke on that. You kept saying, no, I got to get my career and my money together, and and I may become a single girl. Anything could happen. I felt like all that was bullshit and it was excuses. You didn't want no babies with that man. And that's fine, but you should have said that a long time ago, and I think everybody would be able to receive you as being a more genuine and authentic person. Until you do that, they're not. Now it's, he cheated on me, he's the bad person, I caught him in a club and he didn't already moved on. Yes, all of that is wrong. I'm not negating that it is. But can you figure out the mistake you made in your marriage, and then I could kind of fuck with you? Because even Jackie, even though her man cheated on her, she admitted to what she did wrong in her relationship. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say on that. I love this show so much, you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out my ebooks on Amazon. They are under the name Brandy Robinson. Please go and support my GoFundMe. My GoFundMe is a way that you could support this channel if you don't want to buy an ebook, because I've been having people on Facebook ask me about all of this. So I will start talking to you all a little bit more about how you can donate to the channel. All right, I will check you guys out later.